And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Hurts throwing right away. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down, a ways to go. 3rd and 14.
He's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Fighting his way through contact. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sand. And bring up 3rd.
Well, this defense has to be good because they've now brought down one of the faster quarterbacks in the game multiple times. That defensive unit, they're letting us all know they get paid too. They're no slouches themselves.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's able to get up here to the 26. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Give that sack to Kobe Dean. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. On first down, Hurts eluding the pressure right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This goes to a former Eagle, Nelson Aguilar. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Devontae Smith on the receiving end for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase, or who get lift if they get deflated a little bit.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And able to get this to the 31.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. Excellent play. One of the main upside points on the board when this drive is over.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's the 2nd down and 9.
At the 20-yard line.
Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to the running game with Swift. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Swift. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here it is, 4th and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. This is 1st and 10. Jackson now down around his goal line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Connecting with Aguilar. And they'll get him down up past the 15. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
2nd and 6 coming up. Another run here to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Jackson. Dobbins with it. Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
It is picked up by the Eagles. Room here to run.
Loose inside the 30.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they break it on tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw.
Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And the Raven first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson. That went into the hands of Flowers.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last shot for Jackson. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Here's 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Pass complete, got it.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. They'll change that dime.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. That is caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Not only was it a double move route, it was a dreaded post corner for any defensive back because you think that he's going all the way to the post in a deep route, and then he breaks it off to the corner. That's hard to flip your hips and get there.
Well, he didn't flip him in time. Big play. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. A huge play there in overtime. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Jackson now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Justin Tucker is the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust, and you know.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. They go play action with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
Hurts.
3rd and 6.
Work in the middle of the the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And partner, they found a gap there in the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get an interception, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but you can't identify the moving target and put it right on here.
Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Garden. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.